Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Martins Monday Moanings, where I moan on a Monday. It's not officially winter, but it's winter again. It's cold again. Whenever it's cold, I pull out my puffy jackets. I feel like a gangster. I feel like a gangster in my puffy jacket. I even change how I say nursery rhymes. Hickory dickory dock. This chick sat on my Glock. And then I said to her, gun safety is not a joke. Gun safety is not a joke. It would be so much better if I could put a picture of a Glock up while saying all of this. But we'll get shadow banned. Dave, will we get shadow banned? I think we'll get shadow banned. They won't let you say that and show pictures on the internet anymore. They won't let you do that. Anyway, I came across this disorder. Called Sexsomnia. I was thinking about Sexsomnia. It's what is it? An affliction, a disorder? Bring up Sexsomnia, David. Sexsomnia, also known as sleep sex, is a distinct form of parasomnia, or an abnormal activity that occurs while an individual is asleep. Sexsomnia is characterized by an individual engaging in sexual acts while in non-rapid eye movement sleep, or non-REM sleep. Sexsomnia. I was thinking that doesn't sound like a big issue, right? Like if you sleep next to your girlfriend or your spouse, whatever, and you just start humping in your sleep, it's not the end of the world, is it? Until you get on a plane. If you're alone in bed and you have sexsomnia and you're just masturbating in your sleep, that's fine. But where can you fly where you're not going to sleep on the flight? You can't fly very far. You fall asleep on a flight, that's normal. But if you've got the sexsomnia where you've got this compulsion to masturbate in your sleep and you're on a plane with a bunch of other people, you just start whacking it in your sleep, it's going to be very awkward and uncomfortable, isn't it? And probably illegal to do that in your sleep. You'll get arrested. Imagine you're on a Delta flight. You got sexsomnia. You've been sleeping on the flight and you land upside down. You just there. Upside down. There's like an old lady upside down. You're upside down on a Delta flight and no one's even angrily looking at the pilot. They're just like this, looking at you. You don't even know what's happened. Upside down on a plane. No one's even angry at the pilot anymore. It's becoming such a regular occurrence where planes are crashing and landing upside down. And your plane's upside down. Everyone's angry at you. Everyone's looking at you like you're the problem on that flight. Just, oh man, imagine. Anyway, you get off your flight. You've landed in Cape Town. You live there now. And you don't ever do this. If I see on social media, if I open up my social media and there's you, hello, I'm on Instagram, caption, I'm opening myself up to new things. Please be actually distinctively opening yourself up to new things. You can't use the phrase opening myself up to new things on things that aren't difficult things and things that everybody wants to do all of the time anyway. Can't be opening yourself up to new things to be walking on a different beach to the normal beach you walk on, drinking a cup of coffee. You cannot go from, I normally walk on the prom in Cape Town with my coffee. I'm opening myself up to new things. I'm doing it at Camps Bay. That's not opening yourself up to new things. It's not at all opening yourself up to new things. We all want to do that. We all want to have a Tuesday morning drinking coffee, walking on the beach in Camps Bay. That is not opening yourself up to new things. It's a ridiculous thing. And this is social media for you. Cape Town is the city where if you want to appear rich without having to be rich, by the way, those people posting photos on the prom at Sea Point, that's free. It costs zero. They don't charge you an entrance fee. There's homeless people all over the place there. You're not rich if you're at the prom. It's not an automatic. You're just there. You're only rich if you're there because your place is across the road and you're pushing a pram, and in the pram is not a baby, it's a dog. That's a rich person. You're just around rich people. You're not rich if you're drinking coffee at the prom, opening yourself up to new things. It's ridiculous. People are ridiculous. And now it's getting cold. Maybe fewer people will be there, and that's maybe less frustrating. But there's going to be fewer people with money there because all the money comes from overseas, and people with money aren't going to be in Cape Town in winter. It's horrible. It's worth all the bad weather because all the foreigners are gone. For like local Cape Townians, I don't even live in Cape Town. I just know this. I'm just aware that all of the digital nomads who live in Cape Town for the summer and make all the places far too busy, and it makes it hard for you to go to the Wengen, the Woolies engine, and get yourself a little snack, because there's a queue of Germans there. They're gone. They've gone back to Europe for the European summer. They don't want sideways rain in bitter cold. They don't want that. That's why they're not there. Don't go open yourself up to new things in Cape Town in winter. That I would excuse, actually. Opening myself up to new things. Staying in Cape Town in the winter. That might be excusable. That might be something I'll let you get away with. But not getting coffee and walking on the beach in Camps Bay. And speaking of social media posts and all these sorts of things, it's we're coming out of the pandemic of social media influencers. It's a worse pandemic than the one that we lived. The pandemic of social media influencers. And now we're in an epidemic of social media influencers. And the only thing worse than a social media influencer is a wannabe social media influencer. A wannabe social media influencer is probably one of the top 10 worst things in the world, along with genocide. And I don't know. I don't even know what else is as bad. It's actually just those two. It's a genocide and a wannabe social media influencer. Those are hands down the worst things in the world. And then like Marmite, number 3, something along those lines. And a wannabe social media influencer. And by the way, this isn't product placement. Don't think, oh, Marco, you're a wannabe social media influencer because you're trying to promote Red Bull. I will never get sponsored. Can you imagine the meeting at Red Bull if this podcast gets really huge? And someone at the Red Bull meeting says to an executive, hey, that Marco Martins guy, he's getting really big. He's getting a big following. Maybe we should do an endorsement deal with him. Are you insane? Him. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Him. You must be insane. Anyway, wannabe social media influencers. The thing about a wannabe social media influencer is you might be an acquaintance of one of these people, and you will get a DM of them sharing a reel they just posted with the caption, you know what to do. Well, the reel's caption isn't you know what to do. They're going to DM you and say, you know what to do. My man, just tell me what you want me to do. Just express very clearly that you want me to go and like your reel and go and comment something positive so that you can increase your engagement and look more attractive to brands. That is what you want me to do. When you say you know what to do, I know what to do is very different to what you want me to do. If I am doing what I know what to do, I'm reporting your post. I am going to go into the reel, comment, somebody come and fetch their uncle, report, block. Someone's uncle got out again, someone fetch him, report, block. That's you know what to do to me. So stop with the you know what to do. Wink. You know what to do. Ha ha. No, stop it. Just go and expressly say, hey, I just posted this. I want to be an influencer. I will become more attractive to brands if you like and comment and share, and then it will increase my engagement. And then that way, just make better content. Stop throwing you know what to do in my face and just make better content and then still probably fail. That's fine. That's how the world works. Sorry to break it to you. You will not be a success. Sorry, you won't. You won't be. That's why you need to be cautious of the people that are acquaintances. Not only should you be careful who your friends are. I mean, there's so many. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. all of these things, like be careful who you surround yourself with. You are who you surround yourself with. Obviously, be very careful of who your friends are and be very careful of who your acquaintances are, because some of them might go and try and be a influencer on the internet, and that's just a bad day for everybody. It's a bad Monday. It's a bad, cold, rainy, sideways rain Monday in Cape Town. And being careful of who your friends are. The thing you need to be most careful of is if you are a single person with a friend, a good friend, who, and I mean a very good friend, this is where it's important, who is in a new relationship normally, and they trying to set you up with someone they know, be very careful. Oh, be so careful of that. Because, scenario, you're a single girl. Your up till recently single girlfriend is setting you up with a guy she knows. Wink. I know this guy. He's great. Look how hot he is. This is his Instagram. Click, click, click. We spoke for a while, but be very careful of this scenario, because if you go on a little friend's holiday, two couples going on holiday, everyone is getting cheated on that holiday. Why do you want this guy around? Why are you setting me up with a guy that you know, your guy? Oh, you settled in a relationship with this guy because this guy buggers around a little bit, maybe, whatever. Why do you want this guy around? That was so good, and then I burped. Anyway, I am so sorry. Anyway, it's the Red Bull. That's why they won't sponsor me. I'm not even going to cover it up. Anyway, why do you want this guy around? I swear, you're going to go on holiday. Everyone's getting cheated on that holiday. Everybody getting cheated on. Do not date someone that your newly unsingle friend is trying to set you up with, because there's a reason they want that other guy around. There's a reason, or girl, whatever. The guys will do this as well. If they set their mate up with a girl that they liked or they were flirting with, but they ended up with another girl that they're now dating, why do you want that girl around now? Why is it so important that she's with you so that you guys can hang around a lot in the new friend group? That is very, very dangerous stuff. Anyway, I want to leave you on this. It's 2025. Don't tell anyone what British people call cigarettes. I'm Marco Martins. Good luck with the rest of your week.